7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abuka, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Peterman eluding the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to...
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Peterman caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
Now Peterman on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Peterman. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Sharks got it. Left side. 30. 10. Touchdown. Packers. DJ Chark. 77 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Peterman nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Protein spill. 5.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, Fields gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey,
now it's Peterman. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. When you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. From the 45 on second down, Peterman. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
60 out long.
Third and long, it's Peterman. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So fourth down, here's Peterman. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. Hey, hold on. Ball trot. Time to go night-night. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On first down, Fields. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Darius Slayton. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lambo on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Peterman. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. They'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Peterman now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Peterman. He's got the hook up to Lazard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Check three.
Now Peterman. And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sponge! No!
Hey, Foxtrot!
Mike 55! On the ball!
Tight yard! General West! Get it!
They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Peterman under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I'm going back to you.
On your team. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun on third down, Peterman. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawk.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Forced out to his left.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
throwing on first down. Fields setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's going to go up top for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Ready. Spot 4. Hey, I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.